championship outright. Rod Davis has the game recap.
Ashland and Medford high schools have been clashing on the gridiron since 1899, but it's hard to think of a game as important or as exciting as tonight's between Ashland and North Medford. Ashland had a 12-7 lead at half, but the track meet starts in the second stanza. First, the Jason Robustelli field goal. Not exciting at the time, but a key later, 15-7 Grizz. The ensuing kickoff, Matt Davis again, a 91-yard kickoff return. The Tornado returns were deadly all night, giving them good field position, but this, of course, was the biggie, 91 yards, 15-13 Grizzlies. Of course, the Tornadoes' turn. Kerry Curtis quiet in the first half, loud in the second. He takes the give 42 yards for the score. Long gainers galore for the Tornadoes on the night, 23-20 Grizzlies. Finally, North gets the lead in the fourth quarter. Jason Diesel Gary goes in from 2 yards, 33-30 North. But the upset wasn't meant to be for the Tornado. With less than a minute to go, David Buchanugan goes wide and then over the top for the score. 36-33, Grizzlies win it and are again SOC league champs.
Now, other SOC action tonight, playoff bound.
About football, I thought we were close, but apparently not that close. Not close enough for you to bring us back some Grizzly aid. You drank it all yourself.
This is an empty bottle. Well, hey, after tonight's
What a game, huh?
I was dehydrated, and I wasn't even playing.
This lived up to every expectation.
Yeah, and a lot of times these games don't, too, so you really worry about them. But this game, the Grizzly aid may have been the difference tonight. The Grizzlies, they drank plenty of it. You know, high school football, it was at its best tonight. The 6th-ranked Black Tornado of Medford taking on the top-ranked Grizzlies with only the SOC title hanging in the balance. Lots of hype, nearly 6,000 wild and wacky fans crammed into Walter A. Phillips Field to see maybe the best game of the season. First quarter, North strikes first to the dismay of the crowd. Suddenly, the Black Tornado up 7-zip. Nice run by junior Matt Davis. That capped a 10-play, 65-yard drive. North up 7-zip. Ashland, though, comes right back. Casey Curtis from 1 yard out. The extra point was missed. 7-6 North midway through the second. Then time running out in the first. Ashland wants to take the lead. Look at that hole. Wide open for Curtis, his second touchdown of the night. Extra point again missed, 12-7 Ashland. That's at the half. The Grizzlies would have to stretch their way, though, in this one. David Buchanugan, the name you love to say. He would finish the game with over 100 yards rushing. This one, 43 yards. All the way down to the North Medford 3-yard line. One play later, Curtis would score. The Grizz up 30-20, but it may not be enough. This man, Jason Geary, he could take 11 players for a ride with that kind of body. He would ramble for over 100 yards tonight as well. There's Curtis again. This time the North Medford Curtis, Kerry Curtis for the score, 30-27. 10 minutes and 27 seconds left. And North Medford scores again. 3 minutes left. Kerry Curtis goes over the top. This game is still not over, though. 33-30. North Medford is ahead. 34 seconds left. That is until David Buchanugan goes over the top. Walter A. Phillips Field goes wild. The extra point was missed, but nobody cared at that point in time. 36-33 is your final. One of the best games of the season. Ashland Downs North Medford. The Grizzlies 9-0 once again. Their second straight undefeated conference season. North Medford, though, right now 0-8 against the Grizzlies since the school split back in 1985. Little Sports Watch fact.
Friday night football. To my right, Tom Recepke. To my left, FNF analyst Joe Brett. What can we say but, wow, what a conclusion to the regular season. North at Ashland for the conference title, and the game was incredible.
Yeah, kid, did you have any idea the conference championship was on the line tonight? North Medford not in a sharing mood tonight because a win would give, or they were in a sharing mood, I should say, a win would give them a piece of the SOC pie. Ashland not in a sharing mood, no intention on sharing the title with anyone. Another sellout tonight at Walter A. Phillips in Ashland, and they saw a great one. Another turnover here after Ashland got one. Look at the beautiful interception by Dan Fenton, a one-arm grab. North capitalizes on the turnover with some awesome running as they've been doing it all year. Jason Geary rumbles for a big gain. He's dragged down inside the 10-yard line, now from power to speed. Matt Davis gets the call. He finds the hole and then fights his way in for the score. North goes on top first, 7-0, and they were thinking upset and were pumped up. An impressive drive Jim Nagel wants the headset to get his offense cranking. He calls Casey Curtis's number. Big number 44 with a punishing run. He won't be stopped until he gets inside the 10. They work it down to the 1. It's Curtis once again. He scores. The kick was no good, and the Grizz trailed 7-6. No matter. Ashland gets it back. It's Curtis with the carry once again. He scores for the second time, and Nagel and the Grizz would take a 12-7 lead into the locker room, and we've only just begun this one. After a Jason Robustelli field goal gave Ashland an 8-point lead, here comes the kickoff. Matt Davis fumbles it, finally gets control, and the speedster gets to the outside and has some running room. He only has one man to beat, puts an inside move on Robustelli, and he's gone. Suddenly, the Black Tornado is right back in this one, 15-13. But hey, back come the Grizz. Steinman goes back to pass, throws for Curtis, the senior with the reception, and you just can't arm tackle this guy. He's just too big for that. Breaks a tackle. The senior with some good yardage after the catch, all the way down to the 5. From there, Curtis gets the honors. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The 2-point conversion made it 23-13 Grizzlies. It's now 30-27 Grizzlies when Jason Geary powers in from the 1, and North takes a 3-point lead with less than 4 minutes to play. Geary with 133 yards tonight. It's now 4th and 7. The conference championship hangs in the balance. Steinman's pass tipped, but Todd Coffey still hangs on for the first down. The very next play, David Buchanugan gets the call. He takes it in from 9 yards out. That's the winning touchdown. The Grizzlies pull out a 36-33 win to take their 2nd straight SOC championship. Where do you begin on this one? But those could be the 2 finest teams in the state already playing the championship game.
We probably will see them again, Tom. I have to credit North Medford. Twice in the second half, they come from 10 points down on the road against the #1 team in the state, actually take the lead. Just a great job there. Jim Nagel has a fine field goal kicker in Jason Robustelli. It's 4th down and 7. They're in field goal range. He has the courage to call a 4th down pass. Steinman had the ball tipped. North Medford that far from catching that conference championship, but the Grizzlies executed a great shootout, and that's just great coaching on both sides. Rumry to keep his kids up and in the game. Nagel to have the confidence to give his kids a shot at the win because he knew they were not going to stop North Medford in that second half.
Now, after the thrilling win, the Grizz gave the Black Tornado kudos for a great contest.
Oh, they played a great game. I was afraid that we just gave them too many opportunities with, mistakes and allowing them the kickoff returns and all that stuff. Excellent football team. Their coaching staff deserves a lot of credit because they had a fine game plan. They got after us, and, it took a heck of an effort on our part to pull it out there.
We were out there 4th and 5 or something like that. Everybody asked me, they said, can you do it? And I said, don't, just everybody believe me. And we did it. Our whole team, Casey had 4 touchdowns. Our O-line was awesome. Reed was awesome. Well, God, best game I've ever played. Best game.
Just sort of a battle of offenses, and we knew that once we got our hands on the ball with a few seconds left, we knew we could probably run out the clock and get some more points on the board. So I had faith in all our receivers, Jeremy, me, and Dave. I knew we could get in the end zone.
Unbelievable with the way these 2 teams played towards the end of the game. It's the end of the season. The stamina is remarkable. It's the end of the game, and they're going up and down the field. 3 guys with tremendous stamina. North offensive line, Mike Healy, Jeff Richmond, Brian Sinclair. These guys were opening holes for Geary and Davis and Kerry Curtis to run through. They've been doing it all year, and they need to be mentioned.
Ashland prides themselves on their 4th quarter stamina and being able to wear teams down and beat them in the 4th quarter. North Medford was just as much stamina and equal to the task tonight. That was just a great shootout. Came down to desire, came down to the last possession of the game. Both lines did a great job. 2 great state tournament teams we're about to see go into the playoffs next week.
And North going to play up in Portland against the Portland Interscholastic Conference. Now, that's conference not necessarily known as a football powerhouse, so maybe they do catch a break even though losing tonight.
It's a long road trip, and North's going to go up there and do business. I have never seen a team this entire season get off the offensive line and get to the Grizzlies' defensive line like North did. They're a fine team. I say Grants Pass and North going to meet in the semifinals, the 2 and 3 teams in the bottom bracket, and we're going to see the Grizzlies there in that championship game. Be nice to have it all SOC in the semis and the finals.
Wouldn't that be something? Let's take a look and see if your team won tonight.